Raw Fury presents Blueprints in a world. All right, that's enough of that. Trying to remember where you left off. Me too, honestly. We'll review. We'll have a quick review before we dive into our next run. We'll get in and we'll look at our rooms, like what we've unlocked, what we haven't unlocked, right? Continue. What run are we on? We haven't done that many runs. We've had a couple of fail runs, but not many. Maybe 2 or 3. Day 12. We haven't even been searching the house for 2 weeks yet. Hello? Okay. All right, we're back. Let's take a look at our room directory. Okay. Here's our base rooms. We did turn the spare room into the spare green room. And I was kind of on a thing where I really like the green rooms, and so I wanted to just make it green, and I don't know if it matters. But we still have 4 or 5. We have 5 of these first rooms that are still... Oh, I guess this isn't the way to count, is it? But here we go. We got the wine cellar, the music room. We did open the garage, and we got into the car as well. Let's see. The library. We probably have a book waiting for us in the library if we can draft it. We want to get through a couple more books in the library. There's the laboratory. In the laboratory, we can do an experiment, right? Where we can do, I don't know what, we can change some settings or whatever. We have to mess with that. We did do the boiler room, and we got power to the furnace, and all that did was make us a key, but we need to get the boiler room power to some of the other rooms as well. I think would be good. What else? The conference room we've used. The aquarium was new. The mail room was new, and we got a letter from our dad. We did the coat check. Oh, we got the broken lever. Okay, remember there was notes about how you need to hit levers to open the antechamber, and the broken lever, one of them was broken, and we found it. And then we saved it in the coat check. So if we ever discover where that needs to go, then we just have to try to draft the coat check, and we can grab the lever. So I think that was a good setup for later. Bedrooms. There are 2 more bedroom types. We have the bedroom, the boudoir, the guest room, the nursery, the servants' quarters, and the bunk room. There are 2 more bedrooms we have not discovered. As far as hallways go, we have the hallway, the west wing hall, the passage, the secret passage, which we also got to use, which we can pick a colored book, which will give us access to that color room. So we could force a room color with the secret passage. A corridor in the Great Hall. There's 2 more hallways to discover. The green rooms, the patio, courtyard, cloister, and veranda. And there are still 4. We've only discovered half of the green rooms, which is impressive. That there's that many left. We've also only discovered half of the shop rooms. The commissary, kitchen, locksmith, and laundry room. There are 4 more shop rooms we have not discovered. We've discovered, of course, all of the red rooms, which are the shit rooms. They're the rooms that totally screw you over. And we get them all the time. All the time we get them. So we have all of them, which is amazing. I don't know. Anyway, we got them. We got all the red rooms. We've only found 1 floor plan, and that was the planetarium, which we did find on like our first or second run. We found it immediately, and then we never found another one. So I thought maybe I was going to find more of these more often, but if there are any more hidden in the rooms we've discovered. They have eluded me. And then there are outside rooms. These are the rooms that that we can put into the shed outside, which we now have access to. There's the tool shed for special items, which is probably good. I think there's the shelter, which had the shelter had the safe. We had to figure out what day it was and then time the safe to open. We did that last time. So we're done with the shelter, as far as I could tell. And then there's the shrine, which we can like give ourselves like a buff or whatever. But I think the objective with the outside rooms for today is going to be to discover these new ones, to see what other options we have for the outside rooms and to see what they do. I think our big push today, our general push today, is going to be to try to push for brand new rooms so that we can really lay out all of our options that we have. Outer rooms. Exit. Okay. All right. That being said, wow, look at that. We start the day with oh, wait. There we go. There are permanent additions to our, this is our inventory where we can fill our items. We have 3 of the 8 red letters, so we have 5 more to find. We have access to the west gate, which gives us the outer room. We have access to the gemstone cavern, which gives us 2 gems to start each day. And we have access to the apple orchard, which gives us a permanent extra 20 steps, which is a big deal. And there is one more permanent addition that we have not found yet. We have 10 stars. And as far as I could tell, there are 50 available stars from the planetarium that we can, or from the observatory rather, that we can use to kind of buff our stats. And so we'll work every time we can. We'll try to add some stars to our build. Okay. So this is looking good. We're always going to start with the outer room and see what kind of other buffs we can get from this room. So let's go over to the bunker or whatever we want to call this, like a space. It's like a bunker, isn't it? Okay, the tomb, the shrine, and the hovel. Now, the tomb and the hovel. Ooh, the hovel's a bedroom? Special floor plans now cost additional footprints instead of gems. Each time you draft a dead end in your home, you spread 5 coins in the tomb. Interesting. Interesting. I think let's take the tomb, because I don't think the tomb is particularly good, but let's take it. It's also a black framed room, and I don't know what that means. So we're just experimenting right now. Oh shit, it's big. Can I light the... No. Okay. Wow, the tomb is... Okay, there's a little box here. That means that maybe we can get like a little, what's it called there sometimes? Like a little, you know what I'm talking about. The little, like, case. This looks like a door. This is a door. Come on, chat. Right? That's a door. Where is that? Why are these stones kind of sticking out, right? Where's the magic one? This is definitely a door. Okay. We have to look for like a secret switch. Is it the brazier? Oh. Okay, well, you can't fool me, game. I know a door when I see a door. And that's a door. So we'll investigate a little more this space down here. Oh my goodness, look. Oh, I know. I know. Okay, the tomb is connected to the chapel. I got this. I got this. What is this? Why is that whole thing look... Everything about this place is suspicious. Okay, look. In the chapel, right? There are the statues. There's this one with the broom. There's this one with the that's the riding crop, right? This one's the riding crop. Here, this one's the king with the Okay, we can interact with this one. I guarantee you, okay, there's a note here and there's some coins. I'll be taking those, thank you. Oh, this is another puzzle. This is another puzzle. The candles. All right. The tomb is better than I thought it was going to be. We got a lot of stuff to do down here, actually. Here's another one. This one's got the hoe. This one's the farmer. Okay, so listen. In the chapel, the room that steals our money, right? There are the stained glass paintings up on the wall of each of these statues, and they are numbered, okay? And so we need to go and take note of their numbers, and then we probably need to interact with them in order. But we need their numbers, their associated numbers, to properly deal with the puzzle that is before us right now. It's a good thing the chapel's really easy to draft, like super easy. We'll probably go draft it right now. Okay. We have a letter here. Okay, so there's multiple puzzles down here. There is the... Oh my God, that's a door. All right, maybe it's not a door. Maybe it's like a carved... It's got like a shelf, so maybe it's not a door, but maybe it is. All right. Does it have all of them? This is the next question. So we came in from here, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm just counting the statues to see how many there are, if they're all here, if they're all accounted for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they are all here. I think there was 7, if I remember correctly, which I should. I can't interact with the candles, which is interesting, because there is the candle puzzle. I didn't even really check to see if I can interact with those candles either. What's up, Simon? Benito, what's up? All right, so we have a grasp of what to do with this first puzzle, right? This first puzzle being the statues. Are they all interactable? This one is. And this one is. We don't want to whiff it by just touching them and not knowing the order yet. This one is. Okay. They're all interactable as far as I could tell. Yes. Yes. Benito with the resub. Thanks so much, man. 2 months, Benito. Hell yeah. 2 months. Okay, they're all interactable, which is good news. What is in here? This is the room that has the note. Let's start by reading this note. Open only in the event of my death. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all of the picturesque places of this grand estate. I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition. And family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? So really getting into this. In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce. More than the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty. To treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground. To realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense, for the freedom thus granted you. Commit yourself to be buried here. Here, within this mausoleum of dreams. And when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition. Herbert S. Sinclair. I'm sorry that took so long. I had a lot of fun reading that. What did it say? I don't really remember already. Anyway, you did good. Thanks. Thanks. That was a lot of fun. That was way more fun than it had any right to be. All right, so that's this area over there. There's another letter over here somewhere. Hold on. Sycamore and spruce. That's all I got. Yeah, it was very, very melodramatic, and I was leaning in. We were having a good lean. Is it over here? It's over here, right? Hello? Oh my god. Okay. There was another... Oh, here it is. Okay. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Why is dead end written in red? It is handwritten in red. No, it was the red cards that are handwritten are true. That doesn't make this true, but it is highlighted in an interesting way. I mean, I think only to suggest that this room has an exit. This room is not a dead end, which I've already figured out. We know that it's not a dead end. Now, what can I do with these candelas? Anything? Is there any of them that... Okay. Are there any items that we could gain access to that would allow us to light candles? Do we have any items like a lighter? Anything that has to do with fire? I don't think so, right? And there's none of these, like, that I can grab, it seems. It seems. But maybe, you know? Got ads in 2 minutes. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to leave the tomb, but we are going to prioritize drafting the chapel so that we can get the order of statues and come back and hit the statues. Okay? So we got to do that now while we have the tomb up. We're not going to waste any time, right? Okay, this alcove that I was convinced was a door also has like a shelf at the bottom. It doesn't go all the way to the floor. So maybe it's not a door and I was mistaken, but are there any items I could set ablaze? I don't know. We'll see. Let's go up. We're princing. Yeah, we're princing. All right, we got 1:25 until ads. I'm keeping one eye on the ads. And when we go to ads, I will we'll take a break and shit and wait. Okay, we'll wait for everybody. Hold on. I also, before we go inside, I want to go down here. Okay, This is not open yet, but maybe the tomb will lead outside or something. Okay. We have 2 of these braziers are lit.
This is a sexy guy, sexy guy. Riku is a sexy guy, sexy guy. Riku is a sexy guy.
Dearly Beloved's in the house. What's up, Dearly Beloved? What up? All right. I was convinced that maybe because there's a pipe here and there's a pipe here, that there was just 2 braziers to be lit. But clearly that's not the case because I lit them and nothing happened. So I think we got to light the other 2. Now, if we go here, we'll do this. All right, listen. We'll just chill. I'm going to discuss the my brazier theory. All right, we'll wait for chat.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Winnie Wolf is in the house. What's up, Winnie? Hey, Winnie. Lay it on us. All right,
Giving up already? I thought you were stronger than that.
I did think you were stronger than that. Shadow Dusk. Shadow Dusk is here. What's up, Dusk? What up, Dusk? All right, listen, everybody. We have this category called permanent additions, okay? We have 3 of them. There is clearly a 4th one, very clearly, okay? 4 permanent additions, 4 braziers. In the gemstone cavern, we found the what's it called? The little, like, lever that turned on 1 brazier. In the apple orchard, we found a lever that turned on 1 brazier, which means that in the Westgate Path area, which we have not found a valve yet. It's called a valve. That's what I was looking for. Chi is in the house. What's up, Chi? Chi's here, everybody. We have not found a 3rd one in the Westgate Path area. But the Westgate Path area is unique because this gemstone cavern is like a room. It's like a set room. The apple orchard is also a set space, but the Westgate Path is a randomized room. So my theory is that if we keep rolling new Westgate Path rooms over where the tomb is, that one of them will have a valve in them. That one of those rooms, the sole purpose of it will be to house the valve for the brazier, which means we'll have 1 brazier, 2, and 3. And then when we find this 4th area, that's the 4th brazier. When we light the 4 braziers, we'll be able to go to something will click and move, and we'll be able to go somewhere, right? So that's how that puzzle is going to play out, as far as I can tell. Okay, again, chat. Don't spoil things for me. If you played this game before, I'm not. If I want you guys to help me with something, I will specifically ask. Okay, but this is a puzzle game, so don't get ahead of me. Okay. Let me game it out. I'm pretty sure that I'm ahead of the game, though. We're only 12 runs in. I have 3 out of 4 of these rooms. I think we're doing really well. So we're going to do the tomb puzzle right now, and then we are going to figure out which room for the Westgate Path will give us the 3rd brazier, and then we'll. I don't know where to start trying to find this 4th area, but we'll find it. So I don't think we have any clues yet as to how to unlock this 4th permanent edition, but who knows? This far on day 12 is crazy. I mean, yeah, we're doing good. I think we're doing good. All right, we got 3 out of 8 letters. We got 3 out of 4 permanent editions, and we've made pretty big houses already. We're not missing that many rooms in the grand scheme of things. We also have already found the planetarium, so I think we've done a good job so far. Yes, listen, chat.
I'm unstoppable.
The mods are here on games like Kingdom Hearts and games like this that are puzzle games. The mods are here to make sure that nobody, slips any spoilers in chat. If your message gets deleted by a mod, don't be mad about it. There's no reason to be mad. That's just the mods looking out for spoilers and stuff. So please, everybody, be good to your mods, okay? The mods are here helping me out and watching chat for me because obviously I have a big ADD brain and I can't sit here and police chat and stuff. So, don't take it personally if a message gets deleted by the mods and stuff, right? It's not a big deal, okay? We're just hanging. Listen, everybody. Matthew Paul C is in the house. What's up, MPC? MPC is here. I'm gonna swap this battery out on my mouse.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I know Nazim when I hear him. That means Ace of Shades is in the house. What's up, Ace? Hey. All right, I think we're back, right? Okay, we're back. So listen, if you got thrown into ads, I'll just quickly reiterate. We have 4 braziers. 2 of them are lit. We lit those 2 braziers using the Gemstone Cavern and the Apple Orchard, which tells me that the other 2 braziers must be lit by one of the rooms in the Westgate path, and then whatever this 4th permanent addition is that we haven't found yet. So we're gonna puzzle out the tomb puzzle. Then we're going to spend each run today trying to unlock different rooms in the Westgate path. I'm assuming one of them will give us the valve that will light the 3rd brazier. And then we just need to find this 4th permanent addition area to light the 4th brazier. And then that will unlock some other shit. All right? And then we'll go do that shit. That's the plan. Okay? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Look, we got the first 2 braziers done. We have these 2 to do. And then something will happen. Something good. Maybe. Oh, also, I wanted to do this. Hold on a second. There we go. I have my little... Here we go. All right, we're back. I had my little, like my CPU monitor, that tells me like temps and CPU usage and stuff, but it was sitting over the footprints counter, and I need that. I need that in this game. It's one of the most important damn things to keep an eye on. Okay. We're back in the house. So our first priority is going to be at our earliest convenience. We want to draft the chapel. Oh, the coat check. The broken lever. No, we're not going to draft the coat check. Not yet. But we are going to draft the Nook. The Nook will give us a key. I think we already have 2 gems, so we'll take a key. And I think in this case, a hallway would be nice. We'll take the hall, okay? And we'll leave that there, and we'll come back over onto this side, and we'll try to get some more like early rooms here. And in this case, ooh, I like that. We'll take the courtyard. You know what? We'll take the courtyard. We'll get some green rooms in, because you know what? The green rooms, I think, cascade. You know what I mean? Like, I think you need to get more green rooms to unlock some of the later green rooms, kind of a thing. So we'll just take the courtyard because it's giving it to us. We got a metal detector, which means we'll get some boops whenever we're near coins or keys. So we won't miss them. Sometimes there's rando ones that we miss. All right, and then here, we can do a guest bedroom or the parlor. The parlor's not a bad look right now. And the parlor gives us a turn. The guest bedroom, wow, we could just start knocking out bedrooms too. We'll get some extra footsteps. You know what? I'm taking the footsteps. Yeah, we'll get the boops. We gotta get the boops. See, look. The magnifying glass, always an excellent find. I always forget that the bedrooms are actually good to grab because you're like likely to get like little item drops in the bedrooms. Okay, something's booping. See what I'm saying? There's a letter over here. This is gonna drive me nuts. What the hell is booping? Okay, we're gonna learn something here because there's no way I would. See what I mean? There's just a little coin sitting there on the floor. I never would have caught that. Okay, now we have a path here, so we could start on this side because our priority is these first 2 layers we want to fill out as best we can. So let's do these rooms here next. We'll start here at the courtyard, as long as it's not locked. Okay. The parlor, the walk-in closet for items we'll spend a gem. I don't think the regular closet and the walk-in closet. Let's do the parlor. We'll get some extra gems. Our first priority is not to spend resources, but to gather resources. So let's do this real quick. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replaced the word every with the word this. Every box contains gems. Well, that's false. But maybe it's true if we said this box contains gems. Every box is black. Well, that's obviously false. But if you said this box is black, it's still false. Which means that this one is the one. There you go. Okay. Well done. Well done, everybody. All right. There's the den, which we can pick up a gem, and we also have a path north this way. We can take a dead-end storeroom, which I think would be fine as well, and we can get some good resources out of that. Or we can take the patio, get another green room, and spread gems into other green rooms, and then pick up another gem on the way out through the courtyard. Which I think maybe we want to do because, honestly, it ain't bad. You know what I mean? So, like, to get some extra gem action, essentially the room paid for itself, right? We spent a gem to get it, but then we immediately picked up a gem, and now we're going to get another gem on the way back out, and we have 2 green rooms for it. So I think that in the pursuit of getting more green rooms, that actually works fine. Let's open this door while we're here. The greenhouse. More likely to draw green rooms. We have to do it, right? It's a new room. Oh, check it out. Oh my God, the broken lever. The broken lever, chat. We have the lever. We have the lever. We just need to get the coat check. Oh my God, this run is turning into a great run. Oh, give me that. And a music sheet. The sledgehammer can shatter padlocks. You know we're going to do it too. Apparently, you can also shatter pottery. Look at this. Okay, music sheet. Music sheet 5. Trees found inside will never shade. the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. Okay, the word is sheets. Now, there's 8 of these music sheets. We have found 5 of them. So this will be the 6th one. We're missing 2. And each one of them has a bold word. And I keep this in my notes. So we're going to open up our Blueprints notes. And here we have the music sheets. The first word is first. The second word is words. The third word is on. The fourth word is the. And the fifth word is sheets. So 5. 5 sheets. And then the 8th word is message. So obviously the first words on the sheets is a message. We don't even need to find. Oh, God. Please. There we go. There we go. Jesus. All right. That was tied up. Okay. So if the first word on all the music sheets is a message, we really messed up because I did not take a picture of the damn sheets, and I don't damn it, I don't remember the first words. So we'll put music sheets bold, and then here we'll put music sheets first, right? And in the music sheets first word assemblage, we have trees. And trees will be the first word on the 5th sheet. So we'll put 5 trees. Okay. Okay. Now we have to, the next time we draft the music room, we have to reassess the music sheets for the first words. Okay, there's another dig spot. This is a beautiful corner planter here. We got a sledgehammer, and we found the broken lever. Oh, and it looks like this lever will unlock the front door of the antechamber. This looks like the antechamber, right? Look. See the antechamber? You see how it has the door at the north, south, east, and west? There's like the blocked door. Well, that's what that symbol looks like to me. It looks like this lever unlocks the front door of the antechamber. I wonder if we have to open all doors in one run of the antechamber. Okay. So now on our way back, right? There's a gem in here now. Ah ha ha ha. There it is. Got him. Okay. There's our gem. So now we have 3 gems. And we're back in the entranceway. So now let's unlock this door here. So we can add a bedroom, which will lose a step, but we'll gain 2 as we step through. So we'll actually gain 1 step moving through this room instead of losing steps moving through this room, which will be helpful, I guess. We can add the den for an extra gem, but we do have 3 gems. So I think maybe just throw in the bedroom in there to keep a nice Oh, or do we want to throw the corridor in to ensure that we have a path up into the next area? Because this room and this room don't give us a path up, which means that once we go to the hallway, we'll have to make sure that we could turn to the right. A little risky, right? I think the corridor is actually essentially what we need. Okay, so we'll leave that there. We have a contingency plan if this hallway pull doesn't go the way we want. Okay. A terrace, which is a dead end, or the West Wing Hall. The terrace would be great, but it's going to waste some space. So let's take the West Wing Hall, and we'll hope for even more. But this allows us to get in this corner, the storeroom. Perfect.
Perfect.
So now in the storeroom, we get a coin. What else do we got? 2 keys and a gem. We got this beautiful a sketch of what looks like dunes, like sand dunes. I think it's on its side. So if you turn your head like this, you can see the sand dunes. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Sometimes there's extra things, but not today. So let's now make our way up the side. Now remember, the green rooms, they only appear on like the edges. So we do want to prioritize green rooms. As long as it doesn't block us up, you know? What do we got? The spare green room, I don't think counts as a green room. You know what I mean? We could use a gem we could use a gem to pull the secret passage, and then we could use the secret passage to force a green room, which might be a good move. We got 4 gems. Let's do it. And we'll green thumb the passage. We have the spare green room, the aquarium, and the veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Okay, the veranda only goes straight up. The aquarium, which counts as every single color, including green, gives us more pathing options and requires less gems. I think maybe we'll take the aquarium, just so we keep our options opened up. So we'll spend a gem on the aquarium, but we're going to go back. Remember, we can't dilly-dally forever because we need the chapel. And we haven't had the opportunity to draft the chapel yet. Now Aha! Look at this. Look at these coins just on the floor. I never see that stuff without the without the thing. Okay. The chapel is our top priority because that's going to unlock the tomb puzzle. But we are doing a good job of drafting out a lot of the green rooms. So, and we do have some keys, some gems, and some coins now. We have the magnifying glass, the metal detector, and the sledgehammer. So we have like some good items and some good resources. We got over 50 steps. So we just got to keep an eye on our steps, but I think we're doing a really good job this run. There it is, the chapel. Okay, the chapel is going to give us an opportunity to turn to the right. Or we could take the spare green room or the pantry. Obviously, we're taking the chapel. We have 8 coins. We're going to spend them right now. Bam. Okay. Finally, we're going to take notes. We're going to take note of the chapel puzzle, okay? Let's see. We have our list of staff. Let's see. We have our terminal password. We have our music sheets. We have a ton of pictures. Okay, so I'm going to put these, let's see, here. Chapel, we'll call them chapel statues. They're not statues. We'll call them windows. Chapel windows. Okay. 1. How do we want to identify? We identify with what's in their hand. Okay, so 1 is the hoe, the H-O-E. All right. 2 is the, what do we call that? It's the baker. All right, maybe we'll just identify. I don't know what you call that thing. So we'll go, 1 will be the farmer. Two will be the baker. 3 is also a farmer, damn it. Three is the pitchfork. Yo, what's in a pizza bread thingy? Yes, a pizza bread thingy. What do we call that? Oh God, Shauna would know. Shauna, text me what the thing is that you stick in the pizza oven to move the pizzas around, like when you bake bread. What is that called? Please help me, Shauna. Somewhere out there, Shauna's listening. All right, 1 is indeed the hoe. 2 is the baker. For now, 4. Let's see, where's 4? Four is, what do you call that? Like a duster? A pizza paddle. A chimney sweep. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like it's a duster, but it works. That's 4. Where's 5? That's a 1. There's 5. 5 is the old broom. I should have just taken note of this. I knew I was gonna need to, and I just was like, yeah, we'll do it later. Whatever. I mean, it's not like it would have saved us a little time. We could have done the puzzle immediately, but all right, we're looking for what? 6, 3, 6. 6 is the crop. The riding crop. And then 7 is the like, it's not a mace, right? It might be a mace. They have a shield. It is the holy bludgeon. What do we call the scepter? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll call it the scepter. That sounds cool. Right? 7 is the scepter. Okay, so the hoe, the baker, the pitchfork, the duster, the broom, the riding crop, and the scepter. And we just don't know what the baker thing is called. But Shauna will inform us, I'm sure. I have great confidence that Shauna will let us know what the hell that's called. Let's go into, while we're here, let's unlock this room. Let's see, the den will give us a full dead end. And boudoir will also give us a full dead end. The passageway won't give us a dead end, but it'll steal both of our gems. So I'm going to take the boudoir, right, to get a second bedroom. I think Sean is home. Hey, kid. Yeah, Sean is home. We're going to ask Shauna in a second. Let's see, boudoir. The den will give us a gem. Hey, Shauna. When you bake bread in the pizza oven with the stick, with like the flat end that you move the bread around, what's that thing called? Does that thing have a name? A pizza peel? Because you peel it, what, like off the hot surface? Did anyone know that shit? Oven peel, a bread peel, a pizza peel. Okay, all right. I got it. Thank you. Some people said it, but I only trust Shauna. I didn't know. I did not know what that was called. Okay, hold on. It's just really hot, so I had the door open. I turned it on, but it's like not hot in the house. So like, I think the sun is just cranking on my windows. Thanks, kid. Oh. You're sweaty. Yeah, they're making fun of me. It's hot in my office. It's like not hot in the house and it's not hot outside, but in this room it's hot. And I've told you guys that my office is the only room in the house that has like southern facing windows right here. And like I face south at my desk, and it's just how the room is oriented. Like I don't really have good options otherwise, and so I'm just kind of like taking the brunt of the sun on like right here on the windows, and I think it just heats up the room. Anyway, pizza peel. Hold on, before I forget. We'll call it a bread peel. Okay. Great. Everybody feels smarter now. Thank you, Shauna. Everyone except everyone who already knew. Do we want to just pull the gem? Or do we want to set up... Because there's also, right? There's also a couple of... First priority when you're full-time is dealing with the dang window. No, so I told Shauna literally before, like a couple hours ago today, I said, I'm going to go to the hardware store. I'm going to get some blackout, material, whatever it is, like the roll. And I'm going to black out, very cleanly the top half of the windows so that I don't get the light spikes that kind of hit me in the face. So I am going to do that. I'm also going to do it to my side window here so I can put my just because it just kind of looks like shit with the big black curtain in there. And then I can put my my little curtain I used to have in there, my little half curtain, back up, and then rotate your house a little, yeah. But I'm going to do that over the next week or whatever. It's on the short list because it's been annoying me lately. So the reason why this is a hard, obviously the den just gives us a gem and we should take the gem. The reason why I'm struggling with the decision in favor of the boudoir is because it's a bedroom, and there's a couple of bedrooms that we're missing, and I have this feeling that we might need to draw more bedrooms in order to get some of the other bedrooms. So I might want to draw these early bedrooms so that I have better odds of getting the bedrooms I haven't drawn yet later, or something like that. But that might be something we have to do from the beginning as a priority, because we're already, like most of 3 levels into the house. And so it might be too late to start prioritizing bedrooms now. You know what I mean? This is kind of the... Stick with your gut. Yeah, no, but I'm just like kind of explaining to you guys why I'm sitting here kind of weighing it. You know what I mean? I think it's true that we probably need to draft more bedrooms, but I think at this point in the run, it's probably too late to matter. So we'll take the den. If that makes sense. Just so you guys can like kind of know how I'm gaming it out, right? Like you guys can stick with me on the strat. You know what I mean? Like what I'm thinking strategically. Okay, we got the chapel. So now we're going to take our 47, now 46 footsteps, and we're going to go back down, and we're going to see what we can do with the tomb puzzle. Now 45. Okay, let's hustle. Now 44. Yep, okay. I know no strats. Well, stick with me, Winnie. All right, you'll be a strat champ in no time. Okay. All right. So now we can address these statues in order. Now, the first thing we're going to try is to just do them in the regular 1 through 7 order. It might be that they need a different order, and if they do need a different order, we will most likely have to find some other clue that gives us the different order. But okay, this is the riding crop. That's the broom. Over there we have the duster. That's the pitchfork. This is the hoe, so that's where we're going to start. That's the scepter. The scepter. Okay. So we want to do the hoe, the bread peel, the pitchfork. Okay, so let's start with this one. Okay, cool. The hoe. That's the bread peel. Cool. And then the pitchfork, right? All right, so now pitchfork, duster, broom. Pitchfork. Duster. Broom. And then it's riding crop. Riding crop scepter. Okay. Riding crop. Aw, yeah. Do 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 do. Love that. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Why did we get this? I forget. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, you get 5 coins in the tomb. Oh my God, that's like, that suddenly feels so overpowered. Doesn't it? 26 coins, we're rich. We could just leave. We don't need to hang out with old Moneybags, great Uncle Moneybags anymore. We're done. We don't need his shit. 43. Okay. Why does his uncle have a tomb in his house? Because he was a psychopath who left us his house in the form of a puzzle. He was clearly like a crazy rich, had more money than sense, like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory level, like lunatic. You know what I mean? We all aspire to be so rich that we lose our minds. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, not really, but you know. It is quite the fate. All right. There's just a lot more. Oh my God. Wow, that's really cool. Okay. So rich you could rebuild your house every day? It's like too rich, isn't it? Like there is a too, at some point you're too rich. And old Great Uncle Moneybags, he hit it. He got there. He got so rich he was too rich. Sorry to say. Oh, wow, look at this. I wonder what that means. Huh. Definitely such a thing as too rich. Yeah, I know. There definitely is. Okay, let's see. We're definitely going to check out this, right? Let's see if it, like... It's a big arrow. Nah. Is this a new room? No, it's not a new room. Okay. I know there's stuff on the, like, right there on the thing, but I'm just being thorough, okay? We're checking. We're looking around. All right, our metal detector is not going off. Ooh. The underground map. The catacombs. The excavation tunnel. The reservoir. Seven. 3. 2. Bah. All right. Oh, we can't take this with us, can we? That's such a. It's. Ugh. All right, we got to take a picture of it, right? Because Lord knows. Okay. Took a picture of it. And we'll deposit this picture in our notes. Like that. Okay. So, the reservoir, there's the excavation tunnel, which connects to other shit. And then there's like this thing over here, like the rail, there's a rail car over here. We're gonna have to find like more, we can't take it. We can't take it unless, does it go into our inventory somewhere? No. If you take a picture, your game will explode. Too late. All right, we did find a piece of the underground map underneath the Reaper. Very cool. Very cool. I wonder if this will like lead us back outside. That's kind of what I expect from this. Oh yeah. Well, that's not it. That's a false door. damn it. All right, there's a door, and there's no, like, obvious... Simon is allergic to taking notes with him. Yeah, I know. What's wrong with this kid? We can't take any of this stuff. We gotta get this door open. What we need is an interactable. If we could find something that's interactable, then we could game it out and figure out how to open said door. But knowing this game, it could very well just be something in a completely other space, you know? It could be in a totally different space that triggers this thing to open, you know? Okay, I wonder if maybe the underground map can give us a lead on something. Oh? Just like the other statues. That's what's up. That's what's up. Is it pointing? Is it pointing to this island on the reservoir? It is, right? He's like, right here is the secret of life. Okay, all right, cool. We did it. Champions. Oh. Do you remember this? Ugh. Okay, we have to be very conscientious of our steps. We're at 41 steps. That looks like another piece of the map. Okay. Is this going to register as a new room? No. Oh yeah, an upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals. Permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Will do. Will do. Thanks very much. Seven is the torch chamber, the rotating gear. 9 is 2 north lever. 6 is the tomb entrance, a fountain entrance. The minecart, the cliffside entrance. Okay. All right, we gotta... Am I right? We gotta take another picture. Okay, we got a picture. We're gonna save said picture. In our notes. Okay, good. So yeah. So 3 is the cliffside exit. Two is the concealed entrance from the basement. Oh, I think we're in the torch chamber. I think this room is the torch chamber. It seems. What can we do with this? Obviously, something can be done with this pedestal, right? But we probably need to put something on it. We need an interactable thing to do, because we can't interact directly with any of the candles. The candelabras. So we'll have to interact here. But this... Oh, look. 10. Buried floor plan. Look. Oh, old eagle eyes. Old eagle eyes, chat. Where's 10? Is 10 on the other map that I found already? Okay, I assume that this is definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If there are 8 candles, this is definitely the candle room. There's the reservoir. It's that. I don't think that the number 10 has exposed itself on the map yet. We found 2 pieces of the map. We're missing at least one more piece. And the top of this note here says Gel Points Dreams. So that's going to say angel, right? It's going to be the dark angel or whatever, and it points at the dreams. If you remember, in that other room, the Grim Reaper, remember I was like, what's he pointing at? We'll see. All right, now let's do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are indeed 8 candles in here. This is the torch chamber that is on the map. So now we know where we are in relation to the rest of the map. That's going to take us to the reservoir. But before we go to the reservoir, let's deal with the minecart. Okay, first, 41. Is this going to... We have a fail of the lighting engine there. We step in front of the light, and there is no shadow. That is a failing of the lighting engine. That's fine. It's fine. It's an indie game. We can forgive. We can forgive. Are we not merciful, chat? Okay. Okay, that's a big stupid room. I wonder. Do we want to enter the big stupid room, or do we want to press on this? Because I'm worried if I press on this that I'll block myself up, but let's try it. Interesting. Interesting. I have access to the big stupid room from over here. Hold on a sec. Do I lose? Oh, I do. 4039. Okay, I can't do that again. All right, I have to check the map from here, from the pictures. God, that was... What a waste. Okay. Okay, so only from this side can we adjust this minecart. If the minecart's in this position, we can access the big stupid room, which is over here. That's what we're going to call it for now. That's its official name at the moment. The big stupid room, which is right here. Okay, so there's no way to walk around this room, right? The gear in the middle has one long path. See it here? We're going to have to spin this gear so that this long path moves to here. And then we can access, like, through the middle other paths. And we'll have to keep spinning this gear in order to access the different alcoves, right? Because we can't jump. So we're going to have what we are meant to do right now. What that tells me is that what we are meant to do is to move the minecart into this position. Which blocks us from this side, but if we access the big stupid room from that side, we could probably do more with that, with the puzzle, the spinning gear puzzle, okay? People always complain about Ocarina of Time Water Temple, but never about the Twilight Princess Water Temple. They're both great temples. The Ocarina of Time Water Temple, I had to look that shit up when I was a kid. That shit got me way stuck. I spent days on it. Couldn't figure it out. Had to look up the path through it. When I went back and replayed the game as a grown-up, I still couldn't get through it. The water temple in the Ocarina of Time is unbelievably difficult to navigate. So easy to get turned around in. It is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. The water temple in Twilight Princess, I enjoyed. I found it to be a good puzzle, and I got through it my first try. I think that's why. The Great Bay Temple in Majora. Man, I haven't played Majora in so long. I haven't played Majora since I was a teenager. But I did love that game when I played it. All right, 39. We're going to step through here. Yep, 38. All right, now we're in the reservoir. The reservoir. Oh, shit. You know what, chat? The reservoir. We can adjust the water levels with the pump station, probably, huh? Am I right? Y'all remember the pump station was like a room and it adjusts water levels? Look at this. The access to the boat is blocked by the water level. The water level needs to drop. We need the pump station for that. Shit. All right, game. Dude, I feel like we just opened up like a whole thing, you know? No. No, it's gonna block us? Just swim, it's fine. I mean, I'd love to, but... And over there, that's got to be the big stupid room, if I had to guess. All right, shit. We got to check our pictures, because we have a picture of this area. We know where we are on the map. We know where we are on the map. So that water hallway leads to a staircase. It leads to a staircase, which means it'll give us access. We need to do something so that we can access this room. All right, I'm gonna adjust this, right? Because I want to go poke around the big stupid room now just to be sure. But when we leave this place, we have to leave it with this moved. Okay, let's go in here. It's gonna waste a step. Oh, it didn't. Oh my god. Dude, what kind of construction happened here? It's insane. Okay, so that door there probably leads back to the reservoir. It looks like 2 prongs. Well, okay. This room is indeed big and stupid, just as I thought. We're gonna have to figure out how to move this gear. We're gonna have to get the pump room operational. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot to do. We're not going to be able to do all that in this run with only our 37 steps left. We're halfway through our steps. Doesn't seem likely. But what a find, right? All right, we're in ads. We're in ads, everybody. Shit. We've opened up the tomb. So I wonder if, like, the next time we draft the tomb, if, like, the passage will just be open, right? My ADD demands that we go elsewhere and do something. Days are lasting much longer. Yeah, I know. Trick in the house. What up, Trick? Yeah, days are lasting longer. We're also spending more time. Like, this whole big basement area is like, it counts as like 2 or 3 rooms. So we've been down here for a minute, not using up steps. That's why today's been really long. Also. But geez, we got 2 pieces of the basement map. We're missing the 3rd piece. Oh, I was really hoping that the basement was going to connect up to the other side somewhere. And I think it does, but we need the pump room.
Touch it.
Omega Clank in the house. What up, Clank? Finding lots of stuff. Yeah, no, we're doing good. We're doing really good. This has opened up like a whole new thing for us to keep in the back of our heads right now. So we have these 2 map pieces. We have the what do you call it? Like, the names of all the rooms. And we know what happened? Kamorku in the house. What's up, Kamorku? We have an upgrade disc and we don't want to waste that. So we definitely want to go, we want to get one of the rooms that will give us, so what is it? The laboratory, the security room, or the office. And that will let us use the upgrade disc. We want to make sure we kind of, we pull that off before the end of today. Happy birthday, Kit. What happened? Are we back? I think we're back. All right, listen. Damn it. I was really hoping we were going to unlock this fourth permanent edition, but and I'm sure that if we are able to lower the water levels, we could probably go down that hallway and then open up the basement so we can get down here whenever we want. But we need to get the pump room for that. So maybe we go back and we start working on rooms, but oh man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. I don't know what that is, but it's something, right? All right, we want to take this and we want to back it up, right? I just know that later we'll be like, damn it, the cart's in our way. You know? And if we ever come back this way and we want to move the cart, we can from this side, right? But from that side, we can't, so. Okay, I'm not missing anything. That way was the reservoir. There was no interactables. We have to lower the water level to get down the hallway. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's as far as we could push in this space right now. Here's the other part of the map. And if we take our magnifying glass, we could see, so here's the reservoir, right? This is the hallway. So we're up here, right? We come down the hall. You see that dash line? That's where the track is, where we move the cart. We come down this way. Here's the torch room where the other piece of the map is. We come down this way, and this is the reservoir, which we need to drop the water levels on. And then we go up the stairs over here, and that staircase right there in the middle of the magnifying glass, that's where the water level blocks us. And you could see that past that is a staircase, a spiral staircase that goes up. Now, there's also this railway, but this railway connects to the other map and leads up to the basement room. This says ba, but it actually says a basement because we have this other piece of the map. The other piece of the map fits right here. So we have this whole piece of the map. We're missing this piece of the map, which kind of tells us where we are right now and how that stupid room connects to all these other rooms. That's what the third piece of the map will tell us. But if we can figure out how to access the basement somehow, maybe it's a room we draw, then we could probably take that and run with it. Longtime fan of your voice actor for Riku. I found your VODs playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time. I love them. They're great for helping me be productive. I hope I catch more live streams soon. I'm super grateful to have you back in the meantime. Oh man, thanks Vaguely Demonic. I really appreciate that. Really nice of you to say. And welcome to the community. We're playing Blueprints right now, and we're gonna play something else in a little bit as well. And you're welcome to hang out with us anytime. We're streaming right now Wednesday through Saturday, and I'm going to start streaming even more often than that. So come join. We play Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday, and we play Kingdom Hearts on Friday. Okay. I think we've seen all that we could see. I think we've went over the CCC and we saw what we could CCC. And all that we could CCC was the bottom of this stupid tomb. So, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna push elsewhere. You know what we need to do? I'll tell you what we need. Oh. 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 Is it a coin on the floor? Or is it just the fact that we throw coins in the wishing well that it's setting off the... That's a funny detail. There's just coins in the wishing well. Maybe if we like lower the water level with the pump station, maybe it'll drain the well and we'll get all our coins back and then some. Did you ever think of that? You ever think of that shit? All right. I don't think there's anything we can access down, because if we go down the steps, right, there's some caves and doorways and stuff. There's that dark hall, but I don't think any of that stuff is accessible yet. All right, we have 32 steps. It doesn't feel like a lot, does it? We can go through the chapel or the aquarium. Let's go through the chapel. We'll try to be as efficient with our steps as possible. 31, and this will give us 30. And we'll lose a coin, but we got so much money right now. Okay. We have 3 gems. We can draft a closet, which is a dead end, which is a silly idea in this spot. We can draft the commissary, which points to the aquarium, but we can use the aquarium to get that way. Or we could spend 2 gems to draft a passageway and give us lots of options, and I think in this scenario, that's what we need. I think it's what we need. We have 1 coin. Okay. Lots of options. Let's see what we could do with this path here. The door is locked. Okay, we'll leave it. Let's sit. I meant this path here. The spare green room across the aquarium. The bedroom, which points up. The boiler room. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The boiler room, chat. Nice pulls. Well, it's not a great spot for the boiler room, and I'll tell you why. Look at the doors. The top door already feeds the aquarium. The aquarium, I don't think the aquarium takes, like, travels with power. And then the boiler room points down into this hole in our build where we only have one room, which means that if we want to get the pump station or whatever, we have to pull it in that spot in order to get use out of the boiler room. It gives us a very, very limited pull, but I guess we should try, right? Because it at least fills the spot. Oh, God. We got to try. Because, see, this leads straight to the aquarium, right? Okay. We want to activate. Oh, we don't have to redo this puzzle. That's convenient. We already did this puzzle anyway. So we want to activate. Okay. All right, you think we can pull the pump station? Laboratory.
Incoming. Sleepless_citrus just raided with 4 views.
Watch your heads, everybody. Raid's coming in. It's Sleepless Citrus. Welcome, Raiders. It's a party of 4. We got to get a 4-top together, chat. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing Blueprints. Thank you guys for the follows. Hello. What's up, Sleepless Citrus? I see you. All right. The laboratory is the better room. The weight room is what a pain in the ass it is. And it's not gonna. It's a dead end room. It's completely useless. The gymnasium, also a completely useless pull. And of course, we don't have the gems for the laboratory, which is really disappointing. The disc. Yeah, the laboratory has the disc. We don't have the gems. We can't get it. We can't pull the laboratory. We spent the gems. Damn. So, I guess I don't know, whatever. We'll pull the weight room and we won't go in, I guess. What a shame. Yeah, do the weight room and don't go in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I will activate this door, right? Because while we're in here, we'll try to get the aquarium door open. And to get the aquarium door open, we have to move like this. Shit. We need the bridge. We need the bridge. The other way up is the elevator, but to do the elevator, we got to do this, right? Like this. There's the elevator. Turns off the elevator. That opens the door. Turn this, and it closes the door, doesn't it? Yep. Shit. Oh, I remember. We could do this. Okay, let me. Sorry, I'm just. Let me be dumb for a second. While there we go. That gives us the bridge. The door closes. Okay, fine. And we go up here. And we do this. That gives us the door. Okay. So now we have the door to the aquarium. The aquarium doesn't take power as far as I know. But if we look at our map, we now have the aquarium access and the passageway access, okay? So we'll come back here if necessary. We're at 14 steps. Why are we at 14 steps? Does going downstairs in this room cost steps? It took them anyway. No, we didn't go in. Oh, man. That sucks. I didn't realize that drafting it takes it. What a burn. Oh, shit. Do we have the steps? It's not worth it to take it out if we don't have the steps, right? Check. Okay. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We have the steps, but then we have literally, we're going to pull the lever and have 4 steps. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. This is going to be the... Okay, 13, 12. Retrieve my item. Broken lever has been returned to you. Have a great day. Ten. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. We did it. Now the question is, does this antechamber lever remain open? That is the question. I can pull it again. Why would you do that? Okay. All right. Well, look. The antechamber, we've opened the south-facing door of the antechamber. And now there's nothing left for us to do. We will not be able to recover anything else. Plus 10 steps. No, it's a lie. You've used all your steps and now you must call it a day. A garden cottage, 4 green rooms. We took 66 steps, found 4 items, and got 2 new rooms. Wow, that was a big run. Huh. That was a big run. $70 steps and 2 gems. There's the antechamber. There's no way to tell if it saved the condition of our room. So first, let's go to the outer room. Let's head to the outer room and see what we get. Big money on the tomb. The hovel, special floor plans, cost footprints instead of gems. Rooms in your house will more likely contain dig spots, the root cellar. Let's take the root cellar. I don't know. We'll take it, right? It seems like a simple little room. Does the root cellar maybe have the valve that we're looking for? Oh? Sinclair and Epson. The Mount Holly family tree. Simon H. Sinclair. Herbert S. Sinclair is way over here. Baron Thomas and Baroness Aureville. Lord William Epson and Lady Ashlyn. Lionel Epson. Clara Epson. Simon's our name. But Mary's our mom, right? So, like, Herbert's brother is Simon, and their daughter is Mary, that's our mother, and so therefore Herbert is Mary's uncle, and therefore our great uncle, right? Yeah? A grunkle. Yeah, our grunkle. Do we care about taking a picture of this? We got it. We might as well, right? 'Cause it's such a pain in the ass to try to remember this stuff when it comes up later. Okay. Yeah, there we go. What a picture. Okay. We'll save it in our notes. There we go. We'll save it. Cool. Okay. Is there anything that looks like we need the magnifying glass to read? Probably, but sometimes we can get away with seeing it. Definitely somebody got ripped off the tree. Somebody goes right here, huh? Somebody got ripped off this tree. Scandalous. And some root veggies down here. Oh. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories name Marion Marigold was last seen by Friday getting into a carriage after a late no sign has been found yet. A sign. Last seen on Friday getting into a carriage. Sign. Oh, XYZABC. There's the code. Hold on a second. Here we go again. Take a stupid picture of this. Okay. XYZABC. It says in the bottom in like gray. Can you guys see that? I can't see shit. It's right here, hat. Look, X. Can you see it? XYZABC. It says it in like a light gray here in the on the note. It's made to catch with the magnifying glass, but I got the old eagle eyes. My eyesight ain't so good, boss. That's all right. It's all right. All right, there's a lot of dig spots down here, and that's it, right? That's all it's good for? Rooms in your house will more likely contain dig spots. Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, we got there's no sign in the XYZ ABC sign. I don't know. We'll check that shit out later. Maybe we'll come across a sign that has the letter puzzle on it, and we'll know what to do. Let's look at our room directory. Let's see, hallways. We're missing 2 hallways, bedrooms. We're still missing 2 bedrooms. Green rooms. We got the greenhouse. We're missing 3 more green rooms. Shops, we're still missing 4. And red rooms, we have them all. And for regular rooms, we're still missing quite a bit. The rumpus room we got to get back to. The music room we got to get back to. Found floor plans. So we know there's a buried floor plan in the basement as well, but we need the last piece of the basement map to uncover that. All right, we got some time to keep running. Let's go. Let's go this way first. We'll take the corridor. We will take the storeroom. We'll start off with a nice hefty bonus here. A coin, 2 keys, fantastico, and we don't have the upgrade disc, but we know where it is. So when we go back to the basement later, we'll remember that there's an upgrade disc in the basement. The next time we want to force draft it through the tomb. When we're ready to do that puzzle. Okay, pantry, closet, commissary. Do we want to just force the dead end, take the items, and then see what we could do out of the entrance hall? We're kind of putting ourselves in a corner, though. Yeah, we're going to do it. Dice. Okay, a reroll dice. That's good. And a gem. I'll take it. Definitely taking the hallway. Okay. Let's see. Pantry's a dead end. The chapel goes across. The bedroom goes up. We'll take the bedroom. We'll take the bedroom and we'll go this way. The nook is a dead end. The parlor goes up. The spare green room goes across. We'll use that for now. We'll push across. Is there an item in here? There is a dig spot. Let's see. Okay, no items in the spare green room. And over here we can take the west wing hall. I think is the best option here. Is there one combination of rooms that like wins? Yeah, like, well, no, Hala. I think there's lots of different like, you have to accumulate little victories in order to set the stage to actually get all the way back to the antechamber room. I doubt there's a single run you could do in this game that will just get you through to the end, because there's so many different like trigger points you have to hit, like the switches and stuff, that will actually allow you to push through to the end game. I'm sure people have figured out like a minimum run set, I'm sure of it because they always do, but like, but there isn't like a kind of one answer. That I would doubt. Let's see, a nook for a key, a billiard room for a random reward, or the pantry for some coin. We have 2 keys and 1 coin. So I'll take the pantry and we'll gather some more coin and some more footsteps, 5 extra footsteps. Okay, the observatory, the drawing room, or a dead-end guest bedroom. We'll take the drawing room since they all cost. Okay. The den allows us to turn up. The courtyard also allows us to turn up. The courtyard could give us a item potentially. I don't think any of these are that great. We'll redraw. That's the benefit of this room. Parlor turns up. Nook is a dead end. The passageway is good, but it'll take 2 of our gems, and this isn't the space to use that. So you know what? I'll take the parlor. I'll take the parlor as a puzzle door. Okay. We'll grab this. The gems are in a box with a false statement. That's false. 2 statements are false. That could be true. All 3 statements are false. That must be false. So, if all 3 statements are false, that must be false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. That should be false. 2 statements are false. That would make this true. This must be false because one of the rules of this puzzle, there will always be at least 1 box which is only true. There will always be at least 1 box which is only false. Only 1 box has the prize. So, all 3 statements are false must be false because 1 statement has to be true. That's a rule. So this is a false box. The gems are in a box with a false statement. It's the only box that gives us a clue as to where the gems are. 2 statements are false. Okay. If this is false for sure. 2 statements are false. This could be, if this is true, then this is false, which means the gems are in here. Because the gems are in a box with a false statement, they'd have to be in the true statement. 2 statements are false, that would be true. So that's that solution. In the other scenario, 2 statements are false. If this is true, if this is false and this is false, No, because if this is false, this one's already false. That means there are two statements that are false, which would make this true, which means that this statement would have to also be false to make this false, so this can't be false. Sometimes I feel like, you know, in The Princess Bride, when I'm doing these puzzles, do you remember the scene in The Princess Bride? Yeah, the cups. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I clearly cannot choose the glass in front of you. Like that is this puzzle. Like this puzzle is that scene like every single time, and I love it. It makes it really fun to think of it that way. Okay. We can get a guest bedroom or the boudoir. Let's get the boudoir. We never pull the boudoir, do we? Let's hit this room as well before we push through the boudoir. Let's see. The coat check. Oh shit, the coat check. We don't have any good rooms for that though. The garage is a pull. It's a useless pull. We could pull the den just to get a gem. We have 5 gems, though. Spend a gem for the garage? No. The coat check is a dead end. I feel like we want to redraw. We'll redraw. We can pull a bedroom dead end for 10 steps, which would be a big old step. This would make it a dead end. The chapel's not a dead end, but it would start ripping our coins off. Oh, let's do 3 bedrooms. We haven't really made a bedroom push. We'll take that gem, and we will leave. Okay, we have 3 bedrooms in our build. And we've only used 8 steps from our total of 70. That's pretty damn good. We're going to continue through the boudoir. Ooh, have we ever been in this room? Or have I always not pulled it? We must have, right? What's this? Oh, yeah. We've been in this room, right? And then we did this. Didn't we already solve this? We sure did. I'll take that. And then here's the red letter 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn you had chosen to omit the details of dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It's a note from Herbert. We already read this, but I wonder if it'll ring true differently now that we've done some stuff. Our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies. Daniel. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at our family tree photo, right? Or no, it's not in there. It's in this. It's in our notes. All the way down. Do we have Daniel? Baron Thomas, Lord William, Lady Ashlyn. Shit, I think Daniel got ripped off the tree. Hold on a second. Our son Simon your heir. It's a message to Herbert. Our son, Simon, your heir. Daniel and Herbert had a son, you guys. Confirmed. So Simon must be Herbert's son. And then Daniel must be like Clara's father, so that Simon is his son-in-law. And then it would be our son Simon? Maybe? Interesting. Interesting. Well, so that clarification makes all the difference, doesn't it? Let's take a look at the old Christmas photo one more time. Is there any other details in here that... No, right? Nope. All right. When you clarify and you come out more confused. Is it Danielle? It's not. It's Daniel, right? Like the way it's spelled. Not that I think it matters at the moment, but let's see. We got 2 keys. Daniel is our dad. Herbert is Grunkle. No, our dad is Simon. There's like Herbert's son is Simon. And then there's like, and then Simon's, or Herbert's brother is, we are Simon. No, I know. Hold on a second. Herbert's brother, there's look, you guys. If you look at the family tree, Mary Espin is our mom. Okay? But above Mary Espin on the family tree is Simon Sinclair and Clara Espin, which would be her parents. And then Herbert would be Simon's brother, also Mary's uncle. Meaning we are Mary's son. Herbert is our great uncle. Okay? That's how that works. I think. Daniel ain't on this tree. Okay? So Daniel got cut off the tree somewhere on the Espin side because the tree picture is ripped. All right. This door is locked. We should go poke around from here, actually. But I don't want to waste a ton of steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. I'm wasting all those steps. So we're just going to throw a key in this door. Okay. It's outdated. No way. Nothing in this house is outdated. How dare you? The planetarium is a dead end. The den will allow us to go down. The nook will allow us to go up. The den gives us the best options. We'll take the den. We're running a risk. We're risking it for the biscuit in it. Okay. What do we got in here? Ooh, we have an office opportunity. The chapelle. And the nook dead end for another key. We could always use a key. But the office, I think the office is probably good. Do I think we can get a gem in the office? We got a bunch of gems, though. But we'll take it, right? Yeah, here's the gem in the office. And then here's the computador. And if we access the computador, we can run payroll. We could spread the gold. We can spread it now. A number of gold coins have been withdrawn from staff incentives and spread throughout the estate. Return to the main menu. Good. Payroll's already been run. All right, we spread the gold, and we spread it good. Let's grab this. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. It's not anymore. There's enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. Make sure the west and east levers are operational. Oh, yeah. They're operational, all right. All three of them are operational, all right. Tell you what. I tell you what. All right. What do we got? The dock room. We can get the dock room, but we can't see when we're drafting, which is just really annoying. There's the dining room, which will connect through to the bedroom, and then we'll continue to push to the side, but it's not helping us go north. And then the observatory kind of rounds this out as a big dead end, but we'll get another star, which might be a good... Oh, that might be good. It's only giving us one real option, though. The dark room gives us another option. We can get there with the den anyway. The dining room gives us... The dining room is the better... Daniel is our first cousin, literally removed. Yeah, he was literally removed from the family tree, you guys. Quite literally. Okay. This bedroom is here. Okay, we're going to check. We're going to continue to push. There's the terrace. The green rooms do not cost... Oh, that's nice, but we haven't drafted any green rooms except the spare, which doesn't count. So this isn't really that helpful right now. The chapel is kind of what we need in this spot. And the nook takes us north but wastes a room. So we have 14 coins. We're pulling the chapel. We're pulling the chapel. And then down here in this dusty corner, that would be a waste. We're going to do the nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, you're going to gain 5 steps. We're going to spend a gem on this, but that'll make it the 4th bedroom that we've drafted. And that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. All right, I think we wasted a step walking in here because all that's in here for sure is this book. Oh, no. Give me the cash. Give me the cash. All right, we got some cash. Never mind. Huge success. All right. Let's see what we have in store up here. The greenhouse for a gem, the billiard room, the gymnasio. The gym's kind of weak, but it does give us a way up. Whenever you enter, you lose 2 steps. We lose an extra step. If we take the billiard room, we get a puzzle, we get a little bit of a reward, and then we get access to the room next to the den. But we can get into that room anyway. And it means that we only have 1 shot to draw that room and go north, which isn't great. We're narrowing our path through the house down to 1 path. That being said, we do have the redraw die. So we have 2 tries to draft the right room between the den and the billiard room. If we draft the greenhouse, it's a dead end, but then we'd be able to check and see if the lever is still activated. Right? Which will tell us a lot. Do we draft the greenhouse for no other reason than to check the lever and see what this game is doing? If the game is going to force us to do the levers all in 1 run, or if that lever is now completed. I kind of want to know. I have 6 gems. Shit. I want to know. Ah! That's not what I thought I was gonna find. I thought the lever was gonna be activated. Ugh, that burns, chat. Ooh, it burns. That sucks. Ooh, a shovel. Oh shit, we got dig spots out the wazoo. They're all out of the wazoo today. Hold on a second. What's in here? Nothing of interest. Oh, that's amazing. What's in here? Pebbles. Not even worth picking up. Great. So far, so good. What's in here? A key, an ordinary key, can open 1 locked door. Great. Nothing of interest. Oh man, these dig spots are just totally worth it, aren't they? Incredible. Wow, this is the disappointment of the century right now. Wow. All right. There's a dig spot in the chapel. It's a key. All right, cool. And another one. It's pebbles. Well, I feel like we've already reached the extent of the excitement we can muster for dig spots, you know? Is there a dig spot in the nursery? I'm just gonna peek like this. No. It's not worth the step, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, there's coinage. Coinage has been spread by the office. Okay, this is a really important pull. We got 3 keys, 5 gems, 19 coins, and a redraw. The coat check is a dead end. The commissary is a dead end. The aquarium is a dead end. Wow, here goes the redraw. The observatory is not a dead end. The billiard room is a dead end. The nook is not a dead end. Okay, we can gain an extra key, or we can gain a star. We have 3 keys. I'm taking the star. Dead end brings us extra coins. No? Not in this run? Wasn't that only when... Yeah, that was when we had the tomb. But we don't have the tomb today. We have the hovel or some shit. I don't know, something else. Let's get the observatory. Let's see if we got any dig spots in here. There should be some extra dirt everywhere, but no, there is none. There's none in here. We'll take a peek. Oh yeah, +5. Diamondus. Wow. What a pull. We got Diamondus. All right, we're going up. This is also very important. These pulls here. The planetarium is a dead end. The courtyard can push us through. Also the dark room. Let's take the courtyard because we want those dig spots. Like this one. Turnip. Oh, 59. We've only used 11 steps. We've had crazy efficiency on steps this run. What do we got in here? Oh, wow, another 6. 5. We've only used 5 steps. A silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay, we have options. There's nothing over here. Okay, let's start by going this way. Because this is the door is locked. A special key or a regular key. Let's use a regular key, right? Because this door is like on the edge of the house. So we'll just use a regular key. When we're going into the middle of the house, then we want a room with many doors. We can use an exciting key or whatever. Let's see, the bunk room's a dead end. That might be a good spot for that. The kitchen's also a dead end. We have a lot of coins. It's food for sale. We don't really care though, do we? And then the aquarium gets us a path up. But we've pulled 4. I kind of want the bunk room. Maybe it's silly, but I feel like getting all these bedrooms is like 75. We have 4 extra steps from jump. Look at this. +3. +3. We have 80 steps. That's insane. We have 10 extra steps from when we started. Simon is at camp. His younger brother sucks. Herbie is mean and really stupid. Today's a good day. Simon's brother, Herbie. Okay, how does this comport to our... There's Simon. Yes, of course. Okay, so look, this is true. Herbert S. Sinclair, or Herbie, is Simon's brother. Simon is our grandfather. Okay? We are Simon, but our grandfather is also Simon. And Herbie is our great uncle, our grandfather's brother. Confirmed. Got it. Okay, I'm really sorry for you, hamster. I'm terribly sorry I can't help you escape this hell, this fresh hell that you live in. Can we use this flashlight? That's kind of a shame, right? I feel like they wanted us to use the flashlight and then it didn't work out. They forgot about it in this room. They designed this room and then never came back, and there it went. We can't take anything from here. There's no... All right, there's nothing else of interest here, sadly. But we have 5 bedrooms in the house, which is, I think, the most we've ever done. And if we look at our room directory and we go to bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. We only know of 6 bedrooms, and 5 of them are on the map right now. I think the servants' quarters is the one we're missing. Guest, boudoir, bunk, nursery, bedroom. Yeah, the servants' quarters is the only bedroom we know about that we don't have on the map right now. So maybe we'll pull a new bedroom. Okay, across we go. All right, the Nook is a dead end. The security room is perfect. The secret passage we can kind of control. We want the security room at this point. This is a great spot for the security room. Red memos are lies unless they're handwritten. Well, we know. We know the truth. We know the truth. Okay. We don't want to mess with the computer. We don't have anything to use there. Let's go across, right? And we'll try to really fill in. We're getting a great fill here. Let's see what. Oh, the door is locked. 2 regular keys and a silver key. We'll use the regular key. We'll use the regular key. We have 1 and 1 now. Okay. A study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans 8 times. I don't think we've ever pulled the study. The kitchen leads us up, and the locksmith is also a dead end. We've pulled the locksmith. It's not useful right now. Oh, shit, it might be useful right now. We could buy keys. We have lots of money, but 1 key. Interesting. The study's a new room, though. The kitchen. The kitchen is the one that doesn't give us the dead end. Tough. Do we take the dead end but give us more key options? We might run out of key options. Kind of I can't tell. Yeah, okay, so we have 1 key, but in our inventory we have a silver key. I think that means we have 2 keys, because I think that the silver key is separate from our key counter. It's like a special key. So we have 2 keys. That's not bad. I'm rooting for the study. I mean, it would be nice to just pull a new room, right? Once you've drawn floor plans, you must select. I'm just trying to... All right, game. The game is yelling at me. I just wanted to assess, game. I didn't want to back out of the choice. Like, they could let you back out, but no, they force it. It's fine. They force you. I understand. The locksmith is a dead end. The study is a dead end. If we pull the study as a dead end, we're literally doing it just to grab the room and for no other reason. The security room possibly redrafting. Yeah, the study's a dead end. The locksmith is a dead end. The kitchen gives us 2 paths. God, I'm going to play it safe. We have such a good draw. I do love the idea of the study as well, but, you know. All right, before we waste our steps, let's draw this room. The lavatory, a dead end. A big fat dead end. The nook turns us into the kitchen. The secret passage goes straight north. I want the secret passage here. Okay, we'll save it though. Dead ending into a new day is not bad. No, I know it's not bad, but we have such a comprehensive build right now that I think we could push further before we have to like force ourselves into that choice. You know what I mean? And I think new rooms can be had up here. We can maybe get a couple extra new rooms if we don't call it right now, because we have opportunity here. We have so many steps. We don't need food. Okay. So here, I'm going to use the special key. The silver key. The silver key has given us the dark room, which gives us one option. The rotunda, which can rotate. And the aquarium. I don't know how the rotunda rotates. The aquarium and the dark room give us the same thing. We've never pulled the rotunda. It costs 3 gems. We have 5 gems. And it rotates, which means we potentially could go in 2 directions, like up and left from the rotunda if we rotate it. I say we pull the rotunda now and see how it works. And there we have a new room. Okay. I bet it uses power. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right, let's check. Nope. I don't see any stupid power cables or anything. Ain't bad. We could just spin it. Okay, let's see what we can pull over here. Oof. Our last key. The terrace, the patio. The patio will put us down into that corner. The utility closet is a dead end. It gives us the breaker box, but the breaker box, we don't need it at the moment. I say that, I might bite my tongue for it, but we could spread gems, and then we can get, let's do the patio. We'll spend 1 gem on the patio. We get our gem back right here. We got lots of dig spots to dig. We got pebbles. We got fruity pebbles. And the turn up. 81 steps. 11 steps over base. It's wild. We're just so athletic this run. So many. The key cards. We have access to the security room. The security room will allow us to turn off the key card doors, but we need the utility box. Right? We need the utility box to do the key card thing, right? Yep. Yeah. Because it has the switch that for the key card, like, power. We could turn off the keycard power, and then in the security room, we could set keycard power off. We got a lot of steps to figure it out, but we have one path left in the house. No, we have two. We can turn the rotunda. Oof. We can turn the rotunda, chat. All right, let's do the secret passage first. It gives us a bit of control. Any key cards? There's never any key cards sitting around in the security room. Isn't that... Don't you think there should be some key cards around this room once in a while? Come on. Okay. A hallway, a green room, a bedroom, a shit room, or a storeroom. I think the red rooms are out, and I think the storerooms are out. I think a hallway might be great because we have the West Wing hall, the regular hallway, and the corridor, and the secret passage, which means in our room directory, if we go to hallways, hallway, West Wing, corridor, secret passage, the Great Hall, which is a 4-exit room, and the passageway, which is a 4-exit room, are the two hallways that would come up, or something new. I think that might be our best pull from the secret passage, because the two options we know about give us maximum pathway. And you're still missing two hallways. That's right. We might get a new hallway instead, but I think that's the way. The book is called The Halls of Holly. The aquarium. The aquarium's such a cheap ass. Ugh. The Great Hall has 7 locked doors. There's that as well. The passageway is what we need. It's going to take our 2 gems. We have the 2 gems. We have to take advantage of that because we have no keys for the Great Hall. That was the other thing I didn't even think about. Or we spend 1 gem, we save 1 gem, and we get the aquarium, which gives us 2 passages. There's no way that the passageway, that all 3 of those paths are not locked. One of these is going to be locked at least, and we'll get 2 options, but it might be that 2 of them are locked and we get 1 option. In the aquarium, 1 of them can be locked as well. Don't diss the aquarium. I'm not dissing the aquarium. It's fine. It's an interesting room. My problem with the aquarium is that when I'm looking for something specific and it pops up, it feels cheap. Or you know what I mean? Like, the aquarium is not what I'm looking for when I want a hallway. I know it counts as a hallway. It counts as everything, and that's very cute. But when I'm looking for something specific and that comes up, it's like a wasted... It's not giving me what I want. You know what I mean? It's a way to kind of... It's a monkey wrench when you're going for something very specific. Because it is so non-specific. You know, I like fish, okay? Fish are cool. I have nothing against fish or aquariums or like awesome aquarium rooms, okay? It's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. Come back from vacation for this slander. All right, I think we're going to... Oh, there's some... All right, the trade-off is spend 1 gem, get maximum 2 options. Spend 2 gems, get maximum 3 options. I just know one of these options will be locked away. But it could happen here anyway, so we're going for it. All right. We have the rotunda as well as a last-ditch effort. We'll start going this way. Locked. Son of a... Okay. We will check this way. The Nook will give us a key. Lavatory's a dead end. The weight room, we're going for the Nook. We're taking the key. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, now we're going to go back. Now, we know that this door in front of us is locked. We should check this door first. Because if it's locked, then we can back out of a locked door and decide which way to go. If it's not locked, then we can do a pull for this room before we spend the key. Right? Am I right? Let's check. Not locked. The boiler room. The dark room, but the antechamber is locked. The laundry room, dead end. Boiler room is interesting. We have no gems. We have no gems. Oh. Okay. Dark room it is. Connects to the antechamber. Gives us one path to the right. Oh yeah, we checked if the antechamber was locked. We checked. Should have gone digging first. Oh, I guess, but... Yeah, I guess. That makes sense. So here it is. This is the antechamber, and it is definitely closed. What a burn. Check the green room since you did the patio. We could go back. To get a gem here. Aha. There it is. There's a gem in the courtyard. And that's fine for now, I think. All right. We'll use our key. What kind of draft do we get? The aquarium, which is a good option here. The utility closet. The utility closet, I think, is the move because it dead ends us here, but we have the path in the dark room and we can get the patio room because we can use the utility closet to turn off the... We're going to try it. And it's all, like, kind of close by, right? Nice. We'll dig. Some coins. I'll take it. Whatever. We'll pop this open. The key card system will turn off. The gymnasium will turn off. The dark room will turn on. The garage will turn on. That's how we do it. Every time. Now we go back 2 rooms, which ain't a big ask, and we access the security computer. Press enter, the key card system. Keycard system settings. Change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm offline and unlocked. We could set security level to high, which means we'll run into more keycard doors than regular locked doors from here on out, but they'll all be unlocked. Confirm. So we have a high security level for keycards now, but they will be unlocked. Excellent. Hey, chat, what's up? What's up, Zero? Okay. Now, we can go back to the patio. Her ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter the walk-in closet, gains a... We've never pulled that. Yo. Oh. We have a shovel. Not a sledgehammer. Damn. Okay. Fine. Okay, there's that. Ooh, an upgrade disc. Oh, yeah. That's Papa right there. And also Mama. Nice. Ooh. That looks like Simon. All right, we're going to take the upgrade disc into one of the estate terminals. All right, we're definitely going to rock that. Let's also, her ladyship's diary is locked. Damn it. Okay, we're going to go digging for keys for sure. What's this? Does it never end? What? I mean, this picture ends. Okay. Okay. We need a key for her ladyship's trunk, and we need a key, most importantly, for her ladyship's diary. We must read the diary. We must get all the tea. We must have the tea, chat. That is of the utmost import. The utmost import. Oh, her ladyship's chamber. You see, we pulled her ladyship's chamber because of all these bedrooms that we pulled. That's why. Maybe they tried to draw a circle. Well, they failed. I'll tell you what. Her ladyship's drawing skills were in need of practice, right? In need of some. Oh man. Okay, this is actually turning out okay. Let's go back through to the security room. We'll use the upgrade disc. Then we'll go up through the dark room. Do we? All right. Let's. First things first. First things first. All these dig spots are taken care of. Great. There's no dig spots in the rotund. There are no dig spots in the kitchen. Most excellent. Okay. Insert disk. Upgrade. Press enter. Come on. Give me something good. The closet. Closet data has been found on the upgrade disk. You'll now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Press enter. Select a floor plan below to upgrade this room. The hallway closet. 1 extra item if drafted adjoined to a hallway. Bedroom closet. Plus 2 extra items if drafted adjoined to a bedroom. Empty closet plus 4 extra items if drafted adjoined to a red room. That would make it a silver lining to drawing the red rooms. But the red rooms that have many exits, obviously the bathroom is a one-way, so it wouldn't work on the bathroom. It would work on the chapel. It would work on the weight room. It would work on the gym. It would work on the furnace is also a dead end, I think. That's a big bonus. Oh, but if it's not drawn attached to a red room, you get nothing out of the closet. So it makes it useless in every other scenario. Oh, that's so mean. Because see, it says 0 items plus 4 if next to a red room. These 2 closets keep your 2 regular items, but then add in other conditions. Troopage with the resub. 4 months, Troopage. Thanks so much, Troopage, for the resub. Hell yeah. One of us, Troopage. 4 months it's been. I like the idea of the bedroom closet. The problem is, a lot of bedrooms are also dead ends. Like most of the bedrooms are dead ends. And it has to be, it doesn't say adjacent, it says adjoined. So only the bedrooms that aren't dead ends would be able to use this bonus. And then it would turn that bedroom into a dead end anyway. Yeah, that's what you said. I know, right? The hallway closet, I think, is probably the most useful. It's the safest. We'll be able to use it the most and get the extra item. This we'll be able to use less often, but we'll get 2 extra items. This we'll be able to use only in a very shitty scenario, but we'll get lots of items for it, and I hate that. It's a great option, but I don't want it. We'll take the safe option. All right. It's a hallway closet. That being said, do we want to go up to the dark room and continue to draft? Or do we want to go digging for a key right now for the ladyship's chamber before we start wasting our steps? Digging. All right. All right. Keep an eye on our steps. There was no dig spots in there from what I remember. So let's go back to the observatory. We dug in the greenhouse, right? If I remember correctly, we dug through the greenhouse. So we should go through the boudoir, the parlor, and check this other side, going back to the spare green room. Boudoir gets you more steps. I don't remember, but I think this is the way, the safest way for us to proceed, where we might find an extra dig spot. It wouldn't be in the bedroom, though, would it? I mean, I guess it could be anywhere, but... Okay, there's the parlor. This is the drawing room. I know we haven't checked these rooms for dig spots way back here. And I don't imagine there's any in the bedroom, so I'm not going to bother. But there's one in here. Come on, key. Pebbles. Sucks. Okay. The pantry is a dead end. Oh, there's coins in there, though. Did we not grab these coins? Or did we spread them? We probably spread them, didn't we? I don't remember. Ooh, coins. There's coins everywhere. Okay, spare green room. Is there just the one? There's just the one. All right, come on. Coins. Ugh. The RNG gods are not smiling upon me. We still have absolutely tons of steps, though. This will take us back up. The storeroom's going to have them, aren't they? They're not going to be in here. They're not going to be in there either. I really hope it's not a wash on dig spots. That would just suck. Did you eat in the dining room? No. Are there places I can go outside for dig spots? Is it worth it to go to like the orchard or something and check? Oh, the root cellar. Oh, there's definitely, right? Good call, good call. All right, the biggest of backtracks. Oh, there's a ton. What do we got? Coins. God, it's the last thing we need. We got 30 coins. Turnips. We'll get some steps back. I'll take that. 56. A key. Okay, that's one. An old tin can. Not worth picking up. Cool. And a coin. One key. Well, we'll take it, right? How's the game going? I'm back. It's going good. We're almost done with this with this session, but we're making like awesome progress each time we play. Okay. Now chat. It's okay to tell me. Is it worth it going over to the orchard for dig spots? No. Meh. No. All right. Then we only got one key, which means we can't open that. We have to take the key to the her ladyship's like diary, right? Like we have to do that. That's where the key goes. Oh, we got to do this as well. Just for later. We got like 30 coins still. We might as well do that. I mean, if you're sure, we got 54 steps. I'm just saying, even if there's a couple dig spots over there, it might be worth it. But if there isn't, then it's not. You know what I mean? All right, I trust you guys. I trust you guys. You guys know what's up. Let's go. Let's go hallway bedroom. We'll go the other way, right? This way we can just maybe, instead of doubling back on the way we went, we can maybe check this other path like a little bit. Oh. Coins. Lots of coin spread happening. Here's the dining room. Oh shit. How does the dining room work? Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay, so the dark room unlocked the dining room meal. And we'll eat it. Dinner is served. Today's main course, country stew pie. God, that sounds good. Boiled chicken stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. Oh, yeah. 20 steps, an additional 10 if you have a boiler room in your house. Do we have a boiler room? No, right? No, we don't have a boiler room. We didn't do it. Do we eat it now? We got 52 steps. All right, let's eat it. What the hell, right? It's 20 steps, like. Why would we come back? I don't know. In case, like, you know. Just in case. Okay, we definitely dug over here. I just wanted to look. It cost me a coin to look. Fine. Okay, dining room. To the office. Okay, we're back in the office. We've done all that there is to do in here, and then the den. Den observatory courtyard. Okay, that's the path. While we're in the observatory also, let's just like pop up here. I don't know why. We'll just check. I don't know. Is there anything? Nada. Okay. Not a thing. And then we'll go security kitchen rotund. All right, security kitchen. Or rotund. Patio. Got him. Okay. Yeah, it's locked. I know it's locked. Unlock it. Unlock it. You son of a... Unlock it. Is it a special key? That's such bullshit. Of course it's a special key. All right, do we unlock? The question is now, do we unlock the case that's in here? Maybe get a gem, maybe get a key. Who knows what we get? Maybe her ladyship's key is in the chest in her room. And then go to the dark room? We have to check. It's going to be a regular ass stupid thing in here with gems. Gem. Key. Coins. Yep. Cool. All right. Well, damn. Her ladyship's diary is not available to us yet. Maybe the locksmith. That is true. Maybe we can force a special key out of the locksmith. We have tons of coins. Okay, dark room. The dark room's turned on, which means we should be able to get a key card. That's dumb. We definitely didn't need that. There's all the pictures. We've already done all the investigating of the pictures. We don't need to investigate any of the pictures any further. There's no dig spot in here, as far as I could tell. Okay, moment of truth. Locked. And there is no other path. So, we'll use the key. What do we get? Something good, I hope. The billiard room. The aquarium, which will give us 2 paths. So the aquarium's the best fit right now. And the laundry room. All right, aquarium it is. Dig spot. Turn up. Man, we got steps for days. We got another key. Nothing of interest. All right, not bad. We have 1 gem and 1 key. Locked. Locked. Okay, both of the doors are locked with regular locks, even though we set the key card rate to be high. So we can go for this room that's all the way up here, which will give us the highest like rank or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rank 9, which I don't think we've ever reached. Or this room, which potentially will unlock more stuff. But I say in this scenario, we go for the rank 9 room just to do that. Okay. Lavatory dead end. What a shit way to end. The library, which might be good and gives us an exit. Or the coat check. We don't have any items that are worth putting in the coat check, so we'll go to the library. Let's see what we got. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darrell. Miss Babbage, which is the head of the house, the head house lady, head madam who runs the downstairs, so to speak. Lord Evanson, M. Lowry, and then me on November 19th. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Okay. Introduction. The 3rd largest city in Fen Aries and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't go much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Cool. Botanical gardens, an underground bazaar. Sounds cool. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Argeron canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime in Reddington's is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, and even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in the picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. Puppy's in the house. What's up, pup? Hey, puppy. Ilix Messiveru. I don't know how that works. A specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. Okay. The Ilex Messiveru is unique. That's cool. Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, this is our matriarch's castle, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate, never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence and began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda, Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on this long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fenary's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch Mondays and Fridays. Mount Holly. This is the big mountain we could see from the estate. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly. Nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle, the 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. We'll catch you after the ads. We'll stay right here. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance, one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. The estate of Mount Holly is us, isn't it? Isn't that our shit? Ain't that our shit? Did anyone else get randomly kicked out of the sub club on Discord? Puppy, if that has happened, then I just need to sync up the Discord, because sometimes when your sub lapses, even if it automatically renews, like if the Discord is not synced, then it'll just lapse. So we'll just sync up. All right, we'll see if that helps. I'll do it right now. Server settings. Yeah, it didn't sync today. Are we in ads? Yes, we are. We are in ads. Mako. So we're just taking a little breather. This will be our last run, by the way. It's past 6. This is the end of the block for blueprints. So we'll finish up this run and then we'll play something else.
You're dumb as a brick.
CRV1 Mako is in the house. What's up, Mako? Walk on time, yeah. All right. Let me know, pup, if the Discord is fixed for you. City Chew in the house. What's up, City Chew? Joined late, but enjoying more blueprints. Yeah, Mako, it's all good. I'm
Excuse
here.
me, ma'am.
When you guys
dropped
got
this.
time for the hang, you come on in and hang. You know, that's how it goes. Gil Drop in the house. What's up, Gil Drop? I appreciate you guys, taking your free, your free digital time, your digital chill time to check in on the stream and hang out, I really do appreciate it. Made a hot chocolate bomb. Nice. Yeah, it says that you're in the server, puppy. So maybe if it didn't sync and then if you renewed, did you renew today? Your sub or whatever? Is it on like an auto renew? The sync worked. Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. We got 1 minute on the ads, and then we'll get back to reading this book. Hopefully, we'll get some kind of info out of this book. That is, I mean, it's giving us some context, but not necessarily like actionable info. I guess we can't get actionable info from everything, All the channels pop back up again. Yeah, puppy, it's just because of the sync. The server on Discord doesn't sync like clockwork every day. So sometimes if it doesn't sync up, sometimes it doesn't sync for like 3-4 days. And then if your sub like runs out while it's not synced and then auto renews on Twitch's end, because the server is not synced, it doesn't renew in the Discord end. It's just like because the syncing is not like regular, which is kind of dumb because it could be. I don't see why it's not. It seems like an easy thing for it to like check once a day or twice a day to make sure it's synced up. But it doesn't do it automatically that well. Sometimes it takes 3-4 days. So when that happens, if that happens to anyone, by the way, if you're in the sub club and all of a sudden for no good reason you lose your access, just go into the mess hall, which you should always have access to, which is the main chat. You can let mods know there, or you can message one of the mods, and we can sync up the server manually, which will get your access like reset. Okay. It happens all the time, by the way. It's just one of the silly like, Discord like things. You know what I mean? Only you and Chi can. Yeah, no. Chi and I have the administrative access to sync the server. Yeah. It's not a mod access thing. It's an administrative access thing. But it's something we could easily fix up, I think we're back. All right, cool. We're back. So this is Mount Holly. This is the mountain that we could see from the front of the estate. And I think the estate of Mount Holly is where we are. I think that's our place. I'm not sure, though. Mount Holly. Okay, Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourist wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place located underground. This unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the Realms trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge, and platforms have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. Okay, here's the map. This actually might be... So here's Featherfall Keep by Mount Perma. This is Reddington. Trinsdale Lake is way up here. The 100 Bells Tea House is here. Burroughs End is way over here. I don't know what that is. The Botanical Gardens are down here. The Bazaar is in town. This says Tenor Fork or something. We don't have the magnifying glass to read some of the fine print. But it looks like our residence is not on this map, although I assume, since Featherfall's over here, and we have a clear view of this mountain, Mount Holly, I would say we're on the backside. We're like down here somewhere. In the sticks, you know what I mean? All right, that looks like it. That looks like all the information here. We don't have a magnifying glass to inspect it further, but I can't tell if I can't see anything. Nothing jumps out at me as needing the magnifying glass anyway. The bazaar, the mountain transit. Where does it say? On the opposite peak from the trail. All right, so here's the trail, I guess. I don't know, whatever. There's the sightseeing guide. We'll eat this apple. Yum. 2 extra steps for us. We can't order a new book because this book is here. I didn't think there was anything really necessary to mess with the book. Let's see. Oh, it's locked. Damn. There it is. There it is. It's locked. We have so many footprints. We have 65 footprints. All right. Well, we did what we could. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back outside and use the oh shit. No, we just go straight through. I'm going to use the my steps to just go poke around outside before we quit for the day. So there's the mountain. We're on the south side, I guess, of the mountain. We've already gone to the other place. I just want to poke around down here real quick. Let's see. There's this, which we have not been able to access. One of these accesses will give us... there's also this one over here, which is this cave one. One of these will give us access to the underground basement area.
I lied.
CD Off's in the house. What's up, CD? What's up, CD? So I can't tell which one, but one of them will probably give us access. It could also be this over here. So there's another access here. Yeah, it's over here. This one. So this one or one of the two down there, one of those 3 accesses will give us access to the basement, the underground basement area without pulling the tomb. For sure. I'm sure of that. I'm just over here poking around because I just want to see if there's like, you know, I don't know, a dig spot or like, who knows, right? Just something. We're just poking. There's the, we did that. This is just a, the gardening lookbook. Yeah, there is nothing to see back here. We could check the gem as well, the gem cave. I don't remember if there were dig spots sitting in there. There could be, though, you know? There are 2 other ways to get into the site from that side. Yeah, we found it and we moved it. We did it. We're the best. We found the cart. We moved the cart. That's already done. The tomb was one way. There's another way down there, and I think it has to do with the flooded stairwell. All right, let's save it here, right? Because we can save it from here. The campsite. Oh, it doesn't. All right. We'll call it a day. End in the observatory. No, it's not the observatory nightlight. It's the other one. We had the observatory. It's here. But it's not ending in the observatory, it's the planetarium. You remember we found that the planetarium? If we end in the planetarium, we get the extra stars. And we didn't have the planetarium in this build. Mount Holly, garden excavation site of the dead. 6 green rooms, 21 excavated dig spots, 11 dead-end rooms. That's interesting. Oh, look at this. It's got all of the... What a funny, like... That's so cool that, like, these weird stats from our run, like, determine this unique, like, house design or whatever. That's cool. It was a good run. We're going to save, and we're going to quit. I can't keep half the rooms straight. There's a lot of rooms. But we made good progress. We unlocked the tomb. We unlocked a couple of other rooms in the bottom. Our runs were really long today, so we only did a couple, 2 or 3? Because we're so damn good at the game that we're not doing short runs. But 2. We only did 2 runs. But we did get the tomb. We unlocked the basement area from the tomb. And we also got some other shit. What did we get? The root cellar. So lots of stuff happened. All right, you guys. Let's go back to chat.